Namaste, my dear yogi and yoginis. I hope you're doing very well. I'm so happy to see you and thank you very much for joining me. Today our session will be all about forward foods because I receive so many inquiries. People are asking me, my hamstrings are very tight. I've been working on them for many months. I'm practicing at home almost every day, but my hamstrings are still tight. With the forward folds, the problem is not only with the hamstrings. We're going to work today on opening the whole back line. I will teach you how to do it on your own because the problem is not in the hamstrings. I'm repeating again. It's connection between the whole myofascial kinetic chain, the myofascial line. Sometimes some muscles along that myo or some tissues, they are not moving, they're blocked or they're sleeping. Let's say they're inactive. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to open all those areas that haven't been touched for a long time. And we're going to go slowly, again, take your time, enjoy it. If you feel that you need some break, if you're out of breath, please take your time, go to child pose. You can stop the video and you can watch it later on. Otherwise, just stay with me and we're going to have a very nice forward fold session. Forward fold is very intuitive practice because every time when we fold forward, we are closing ourselves, we're stimulating, we're activating the different energy channels. But the most important is we're finding peace, we're finding harmony within ourselves. We're finding a peace with our past. When the back bends, the chest openers, mostly focusing about being surrendered to the future, surrender to the flow. The forward folds are almost teaching us to go in peace with ourselves, with everything that we're going through. So take a few deep breaths and let's begin. Close your eyes, find a comfortable seat. If you can sit on the pillow, you can sit on the block. Most important that your hips are relaxed and your knees are solidly on the ground. If you know how to feel to giant breathing, start doing some giant breaths. Always before any practice, we set up an intention for the whole practice today. So bring your both palms together in front of your heart into Anjali Mudra. Dedicate your practice to something that means a lot to you, or maybe you want to dedicate it to someone or something which is bigger than us. I welcome you all to chant the universal sound of Om, so you can raise our vibration. When you exhale, continue with your own voice and pace. We exhale, inhale. One thing about it, how to heal wisdom inside. As a reminder that the mind always serves our heart. That everything that we are looking outside there is actually inside within our heart. Thank you so much, and again, welcome for joining me. We're going to need a few blocks today. If you don't have blocks, maybe bring some chair or something that you can create some foundation. Because with the forward folds, if your fingers and your palms are not touching the floor, you need to feel stable. You need to somehow support yourself. And let's start with the little warm-ups, our favorite cat series. So get on your mats and just start going wild, warming up your hips, warming up your joints. Arms slowly hanging up from one side, and just let's go with the flow. Inhale, exhale, rounding in, really start waking up and feeling that you are waking up every vertebra of the spine. Inhale, roll your fingers back, push the palms over the knees, stretch the whole front of the body. Feel the lengthening in the spine. Exhale, engaging and starting the movement from the belly button area. Exhale. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, move. Inhale in the pose. Exhale. Uses and transition into the pose. Inhale here. Let's do a barrel movement. So from one side to another side. Feeling how every part of the spine, every part of the body is moving. Let's go to the other side. So from here, step one foot backward and start pressing the heel backward so you feel the glute stretching the back line of your leg. And then changing your legs. So most of the time, it's not the hamstrings, it's actually the whole line. It can be your calves, it can be your ankles. It can be also a lot of happening about the lower back because the seated logs, the tight hip flexors make hamstrings very tight as well. And from here, slowly step one leg back, step another leg back. So holding in plank. And we're going to start activating breath and movement from plank to downward facing dog. So exhale, bending your knees, lifting from the sitting bones. So the cigarette in activating is really waking up that pelvic area, really connecting with your sitting bones and feeling how you can move them even more than usual. Inhale, move to plank. Exhale, slowly tucking your tailbone, lifting and pressing the sitting bones all the way back. Inhale, roll like a wave. Exhale, tucking your tailbone, moving and lifting your sitting bones, trying to really spread the sitting bones as high as you can. Your heels can be up in the air. It's not important. The most important that you already start rolling up the shoulders. Reconnection with the pelvis. You can bend one knee and another knee. Now slowly, slowly, step at a time, moving. Your knees can be bent if you need to, not to the finger. Even if you're here and your knees are bent, that's totally fine. If you cannot touch the floor, either you grab your ankles or you can use the blocks. So this is where the blocks become very, very handy. So if you can distance wide, you're going to place your hands on top of your knees. We're going to do cat and cow in this position. Here. Really start feeling how the whole spine, shoulders, pelvis moving, maybe bending one knee, bending another knee. Maybe slowly rolling up. And from here we're going to start moving our hips a little bit. From side to side, in a circle. Keeping your feet very solid. You can turn so you can see me. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers. And now your hips are parallel to the ground. They're not moving, just move from the opposite. So inhale in here. Exhale to the center. Inhale up and up. Exhale, move to the other side. Inhale in here. Exhale, center. Inhale and exhale. Full breath in. Now exhale, move all the way to the other side. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, move to the other side. Falcon pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, move here. Exhale, and release. From here, we're going to wake up that back line before we start going with the Surya Namaskar. So what I want you to do, imagine this as if you're a piece of paper. So we're going to start rolling our spine, we're going to start rolling our body as a piece of paper one at a time. So we're starting at the base of this, or at the base of this scalp, where the scalp connects to the spine. So really feeling how you start engaging, chin in. So it's opening each vertebra, each vertebra. The arms are relaxed and breathing into each vertebra. Remind yourself that your foundation is very strong. The asana is mountainous. So you notice that some parts of the spine, some parts of the body feel very, very okay, but some parts are sleeping. So especially that particular, most of the time, the medium thoracic spine is really, really, really deep because they're not very much engaging those muscles and they're very responsible for the our posture. So now coming to the lower back, to the kidney region and lower back, you really have to engage and suck your belly button in. Draw your lower ribs as much as you can. Holding it in, try to really open up the whole lower back area. So imagine as if you're pressing the lower back against the back wall and you're still rolling in. So you're targeting on really getting close to your belly button, pressing with rolling in the more. And from here, instead of going all the way down, we're going to continue rolling in as if you want to bring the forehead or the crown of the head toward your knees. Now you're going to grab above your knees. You're going to push your legs forward and you're going to really roll in, but majorly try to roll in from the lower back. That requires a lot of sucking very inside. Then bringing your knees, not knees, bringing your head, forehead as close as possible toward you. Rolling in, rolling in. You feel a very good stretch in the lower back, but nothing interesting. And then slowly you can relax and drop your hands as much as you can. You can grab the elbows and just hang out in here. And again, slowly, slowly, slowly roll away. For some of you, it might feel quite intense, so keep rocking your palms from right to left in the circles. So we're going to move the energy a little bit in different directions. Now, most of us, we know that one side of the body is very weak. It's usually because we're using one side more than another one. In my body, my left side is weaker than the right side. So from here, we're going to start turning. You're going to try to figure out which side is weaker than another one. And we're going to start spinning in circles away from that side. So if my left is weak, I'm going to start from the backwards. I'm going to really start turning, let's say 10 times into one side. So let's say 2, 3, 4. Slowly, slowly. I mean, if you feel dizzy, that's totally fine. Because this is how we're reprogramming our neural fascial line. When you're here, already feel a little bit dizzy. That shows that really something is going on. And from here, we're gonna again continue and do. So if you feel a bit dizzy, you can sit down, you can go into the child pose, take it easy. And from here, we're gonna start doing this rolling in. But I really want you to focus on each part of your spine. Relaxing shoulder, relaxing arm. Please keep crossing each vertebra at a time. Again, receiving or against the back wall. You're really trying to get your face as close as possible toward the belly button. As close as possible toward your torso, toward your lap. Then rolling the crown of the head wants to come even more closer. You can grab the knees. This will help you go a little bit more. Rolling in. Now, really focus on opening that lower back. So breathing intense. Have the belly. Bring your ribs inside. If you feel it's too much, you can always soften your knees a little bit. Breathe. Let it open, 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 open up. Move all the way back. Once your head touches the knees, so you can stay a little bit here, and then relax. You will notice that this time, we'll go much deeper than the first one. Just hang out in here. From here, you're going to interlace your hands behind, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back. You can soften the knees, and bring your torso as close as possible toward your legs. Just a few breaths in here. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward your spine and really push the arms away from the shoulders. And from here, step back to plank. Ribs inside, your lower back, your spine is totally flat, the buttocks are active, the back of the legs is active. Now, can you create that space, can you create that length in the back line from the twist to the crown of the head? At the same time, bring your belly button and the lower ribs inside by pushing the floor away and creating that slightly round back between the shoulders. 2, and 1. Now, knees on the floor. Slowly bend your elbows, lowering down into Bhujangasana forward position, both legs together. So inhale, exhale, forward down. Inhale, exhale, forward down. Inhale, exhale down. Next one. Inhale. Now lift your arms up. Squeeze, working on squeezing and engaging your inner thighs. Press all 10 toes to the ground and lift without the chest. 3, 2, 1. Slowly swing into the child pose. Move to the downward facing dog. Now downward facing dog. In this one, open your feet a little bit wider, bend your knee, and bring your torso as close as possible toward your knees, toward your legs. Hold it here, work from here. Maybe slightly bringing your legs a bit straighter, then you're done. From here, slowly stretch, not all the way, maybe 80%. And then stretch. From here, you inhale, come to plank. Bring your both legs together. Let's do side plank, so variation one for beginners, or for those who have problems with their wrist. You can stand here, press it away, and lift your arm, lift your heart, lift everything up, and try to create more length on the flat side of the body. If you want to challenge more, you can lift that leg. Maybe stay in here, pushing the floor away, and pushing that heel against the back wall. And for more advanced practitioners, you can step with both legs and really working into that triangle shape. 3, 2, and 1. And here again, slowly plank. Move the downward facing dog. Go from one side to another side. And as well on the other side. So pulling first to the side body, maybe lift the left knee on the ground. If you've done the same, really work on pressing. So really work on opening that rainbow chest line. Engage your ribs and again, bring your lower ribs inside. Belly button is drawn toward the spine. And maybe here, or would recommend you to work on trying to get into the full range. Now, just a few breaths here, see if you can move easily, you can go really deep into the chest, into the shoulders. Remember that as I breathing, remember your intention. From here, then you spread and create more space between your both sitting bones first. Now, can you create space between sitting bones and your heels? Take a deep breath in and now slowly move to the tummy. Extend both feet together. Inhale, look halfway. Soften your knees, everyone. Bring your hands on top of your knees and let them the whole front body. So really trying to bring the whole chest on top of your knees. Drag your ankles behind, elbows behind your knees. And again, with the behind knees, bring the thighs down your knees. So hold it here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, keep your torso glued to your legs, face between your knees, and then you work on stretching your legs together. At the same time, with the elbows, you're squeezing your legs, you're pressing the elbows towards each other. And from here again, slowly. This is the time where you can use both blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use the table, or you can step by the wall. Or variation, another variation. You place, put both palms on top of the right shoulder, roll your shoulders back. So you're creating this forward chest, opening your chest forward, squaring your hips, lifting your left foot, balancing on the right. The left leg is active and you're kicking from the heel and stretching your heart away from the back. Just one more breath in and exhale. So roll your shoulders back, open your heart even more, over chest. Now both palms on top of your left knee. Kick and lift the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One breath in. Exhale. And fifth hand again. Then roll slowly from one side again. With the time, one little bit at a time. Inhale, raise arms all the way up. Exhale. This is a simple Surya Namaskar. Inhale, release arms up. Exhale, back forward. Uttanasana forward. Again, if your fingers not on the ground, you can use the blocks or you can grab your ankles. Inhale, look up halfway. This time, you're going to lift your right leg as high as you can. Variation 1, you stay in here. Variation 2, you grab the ankle and you really try to go inside the leg. Just one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step your right leg backward into low lunge. You both feet hip distance wide, square. Let's warm up the legs and the whole torso. So roll your shoulders back, the back leg is fully engaged. Exhale, gently stretch your front leg. Pyramid position. Keep the back heel up. Inhale, bend the knees. Try to bring the right front thigh as close as you can. Exhale. Inhale, lower your shoulders, cobra chest. Back leg is active. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend the right knee on the floor. Exhale. Crescent pose. So inhale, heel lift for the heart, lift for them. Exhale, sit lower. Practice once. Inhale, open up. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, open up. Exhale, sit lower. Bring the hands on your waist and deepen into waist, the hands behind. Try to sit as far as you can. The most important is your back toes are pretty tight and you're pressing with both big toes. Stay with the breath. Hands on the ground. From here, gently, we're going to go in and move into the house grip. Back from here. So this is the time when you start really playing with your knee and the back. Or instead of going into the rounding back, because when your back is rounded, nothing happens here. You can bend the knee and you can work on sending that sitting bone backward, or working on stretching the back, bringing the spine parallel to the ground. So inhale, exhale, roll in. Open up, inhale, roll in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to go as deep as you can. Inhale, move out the way. Exhale. Inhale. From here, bring both feet on the ground. Lift your left leg all the way up. Feet and with downward facing dog as high as you can. Just one breath. Both feet on the ground. Move forward. Inhale, incline. Now we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the knees, interlace your ankles, like your knees out, shoulders will be in one line. And we're going to do 5 baby chaturanga. So elbows inside, shoulders wide, open. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower all the way down into cobra. Lift your knees, reflect exhale, and lift your chest. From here, you're gonna bring your feet together. Inhale, open your legs one. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. You can round for extensions. One more time into the Bhujangasana Cobra. Slowly moving as you come up to the child position. Walk on inside. And facing up. Take a few breaths. Relax your neck, relax your face. Feel how evenly your weight is distributed between your palms and your feet. From here, you're going to lift the right leg as high as you can. Keep it down, facing back. When you control, slowly step your right foot inside the right palm. Face the forward. Knee on the ground. Keep your back to your toes tucked. Now find the front 90 degrees angle. Now lift the back leg. So we're going to continue with the pyramid position. So roll your shoulders backward. Allow your hips to go as low as possible toward the floor. Keep your knees straight. And press with the back here. Inhale. Exhale. Stretch the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One time. Inhale, open up. Lay a little bit forward, backward. And exhale. Now inhale. Hips forward, bring the knee on the ground. Raise all the way up into the piercing pose. Interlace your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands on the ground. Slowly moving into the house. So you can first work with the cat and cow spine. Spending your day throughout at the desk, your back muscles and most of the time are very weak. So moving and dancing and really waking up requires a lot of power. Now we're going to move the foot. So inhale and all the way down. Exhale. Inhale. Roll in. Up. open your leg forward. From that here. From here, bend the front knee. You're going to step forward, big giant step, and lift the left leg as high as you can into the full standing split. And both legs together. Put together, inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana, forward, forward. Then knees, seated as low as you can. Chair position. Raise all the way up, hands in the heart. Let's do one more time. Inhale, release your shoulder. Exhale, bow forward, touch the ground. Forward, forward. Look up halfway. And now lift the left leg again one more time. Long, easy breath in. Exhale, step back, low lunge. Bring the flat knee on the ground. Inhale, raise all the way up, twisting toes. Bring your both palms and come to the front. From here, you're going to place the left elbow outside of the right knee. Really press the left elbow against the right knee. So variation 1. You can stay in here. Variation 2, you can lift. If your balance allows you, you can stay in here. Really work on engaging and pressing and creating more space between your right hip and right knee. So really open for that part. Variation 3 for more advanced students. You can go with the bind, you go with the bind. Just a few more breaths in here. And again, slowly moving into the prayer position, knee on the ground, hands on the floor. Again, half split. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, move up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Now you're going to move your left front leg a little bit forward into the lizard position. So, if your elbows are not coming down, you can stay in here and lift your knee off the ground. If your elbows can come down but not fully, you can also use the bottom. Keep your elbows in here. You're going to really create and lift the back knee off the ground. You're going to stay in here. That is what's happening here. You feel a lot of opening in the front thigh, but at the same time, there's a lot of opening behind the leg. For more advanced practitioners, if you feel that you can go and stretch your arms and bring your forehead down, you can stay in here. But if it's too early, just find a pose where you feel comfortable and stay for a few more breaths. What you're going to do, you can start slowly moving forward and back. Relaxing shoulders forward and back. Forward and back. There. On the floor. Move all the way up. And again, just go as low as you can. And from here, as low as you come, swing the hips from right to left. Feel what is happening behind the back leg of yours. Round the hamstrings. Which side of the hamstrings is tighter? Is the outer line, the midline, or the inner line that is close to the backwards, to the inner line. Once you find the tightness, hold it there. Really stay there. Allow it to open. Beautiful. Bend the front knee. Press your hands into the floor. Keep your right leg all the way up. Into the full-legged down facing leg. Bend that right knee. So you feel a good opening in the right hip. And now from here, leg down. Really find a strong plank position. Knees on the floor. Injuries and ankles. Knees, hips, shoulders in one line. Belly button toward the spine. Sucking in and 5 times bigger to ground the push-ups. 1. Squeezing the thighs. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Slowly roll all the way down. Lift your knees. Exhale with cobra. Upper chest in cobra position. Stretch your legs back. Inhale, open your legs body. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And slowly move back. Looking into child pose. Rolling in. Onto down facing. Notice if there's a difference. Your heels maybe start coming a little bit closer. If you can move your pelvis in that pose and wiggle your tail, moving up and down right to left. Just be aware of it. Then lift the right leg all the way up. And step it slowly inside your left. And then turn around and find the stability in your hips and your legs. Inhale, raise all the way up. Hands into the full position. Now, this time the right elbow will go outside of the left knee. Really working, pressing, pushing, and bringing your clear position, your palms in front of your heart. So variation one, I will staying here. Whenever you collapse the chest, really try to bring the shoulder blades to the shoulder and open the chest. Spread the collarbones, look down, variation two. Maybe knee off the ground. Variation three, if you feel comfortable and you can go with the body. Please feel free to do so. Really work on creating more space between the hip and the knee on the right side. Very good. Inhale slowly. Release, hands on the ground. And again, slowly move into the postures. Just do whatever it needs to be done. Feel it. Sway your hips from left to right. And we're going to bend the front knee and coming into the lizard pose. So, variation one here. Variation two, maybe elbows on the ground or on the block. It's optional. Variation three, hands forward, face supported on the ground. The back leg is always fully charged. Even if you're on your elbows, you're trying to create the space. So you're pushing the heel away from the heart. Last one, and maybe on the floor. Come a little bit deeper into the plate. Forward, going down. And as long as you can. And once your torso is closed, or as close as possible to your left, sway hips from right to left. And feel the beautiful stretch all around those tissues. The most important is to really engage your hips. So you're pressing the shoulders toward the crown of your neck. Slowly bend the front knee. Lift the back knee and step forward into the full standing split. Both feet on the floor together. You close, inhale over halfway, exhale halfway. Bend the both knees. Sit as long as you can. With the passing toes. Inhale with Natalia. Exhale, release. Now interlace your hands behind, left foot apart, Exhale slowly. Bring it even soften all the way down. All the way up. This time, we're going to do reverse prayer position. If you cannot do it, you grab your both elbows. If you can do it, bring your both arms together and you press your both arms. So that allows you to open through the chest. So step your right foot back, small step. So the heels will be on one line. Then square your hips forward. And you're going to really moving forward and as much as you can. So if you are here, you can stay in here. If you can feel it, you can go all the way down towards the back. Asana. So really creating more space, lapping you and moving, bringing chin toward the shin, and pressing your palms towards each other. Foundation here is pressing and evenly running through both big toes. On your next inhale, slowly lift all the way up. Turn your feet. I'm going to move to the other side. So again, heels, the back for 45 degrees facing in, squaring your hips. Lift for the heart. And again, as slow as you can. Slowly. Take, massage, whatever feels okay for you. This time, we're going to start going with our torso, with our shoulders behind our knees. So, you're going to sit as low as you can. So let me turn 45 degrees so you can see what I mean. So hips will be in line. So feet hip distance, let's say not hip distance wider than your hips. And you're going to move your palms backwards. So you're going to really try to go in with your shoulders in line with your knees. And you're going to really to squeeze with your knees, your shoulders. And just stay in here. Variation 1, variation 2, if you can really go and stay in here. And to make it more smooth, lift it goes up the back. Beautiful. And yes. Hips from one side to the next side. And slowly go all the way. We're going to try to go into the balanced pose. So find strong legs. Bend one knee. Grab the big toe in a yogi block with this side. Stretch it. You can use a strap as well. So really work on this knee can be slightly bent. But most important is the standing knee is fully strong, straight and strong. We're going to work to go as high as you can. On the knee. And on the right. And this side. Open for the heart. If your balance is standing, you can always look at the wall. Keep your face up, smile. Bring it forward. And just hold as high as you can. And so the other side. So then right leg, grab your right big toe, stretch it. And then the other. Center. Hold it. So if you can use the blocks, please bring your blocks. If you don't have a block, you can use a chair. So on the chair, what we're going to do, we're going to try to lift the left leg. We're going to bring, really, think as if you're holding a glass of water. You're going to really work on squaring those hips. So grounding through the left hand, you're going to really bring in opening the right shoulder onto the left. And then lifting the arm. This is variation 1. Variation 2, if you can. For most advanced practitioners, you can grab the ankle and get really long stretching. Or just staying here. This will bring more than enough. And let's do that this side. Lift the left. Square your hips. You want to really try to open that space between the hip and the left. And now we're twisting from the torso. Slowly on your knees. Sit on your heels. Uttanasana camel pose. So square your hips. So first push your buttocks down, lift through the chest, pushing forward. Exhale. If you can grab your heels and from holding your heels, lift all the way up to Uttanasana, you can do so. Otherwise, you do just the previous pose with your palms on the lower back, on the back. The first facing forward, pressing your heels as low as possible to the ground, lifting from the heart. And now dropping it down. Slowly release. Yeah. Open your eyes as wide as you can. And come to sit in small asanas. And open up from one side to another side. And here, multiply, go all the way down. Elbows facing forward, fingers facing forward your wrist. Left and stretch through your overwards. So really stretch this abdomen. That's it. So you're going to bend the knees. You're going to grab the ankles from the outside. If you cannot, you can use a strap or you can use a towel or anything with you. It's helpful. So from here, work on keeping your knees as low as possible. Keep your legs back and open your neck. Head facing down. Now lift your knees off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Release. And just shake your hips. So there are 2 variations. Here, so again, bend both knees. This time you're going to grab the fingers, the toes, then front ankles, front feet. From here, again, lift everything, keep looking down. And now with your arms, start to lift, with your palms, start to lift your legs as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Release one arm, one leg. 3, 2, 1, change, left, and again. To the other side. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And from here, slowly move into child position. Take a deep breath. Just relax, release, let it go. Slowly rolling on up and come to sit. So the secret is here, not pulling your bodies at all. What you're going to do, you can always keep your knees bent and go forward. But before that, we're going to do something different. So roll your shoulders back, bend your knees, and try to create that beautiful curve in lower back. Lift your arms all the way up. From here, try to open and bring your heart, bend your knees, and your heart to be closer to your knees. Lift higher. Breathe it, growing from the sitting bones. Even if you press the sitting bones and lift the heart even more. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, keep point. Exhale, keep flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Now inhale, keep point. Grab your ankles. This is the time when again we again start rolling in. So one vertebra at a time. Take your time. Some people can do it quicker, but some people can do it slow. So take your time. So you're pushing your legs forward. Your legs are fully active. Keep pointing. You're trying to bring the crown of the head to the knees. So you're rolling in like a piece of paper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Maybe grab your ankles, maybe use the strap. Lift up and exhale. Go all the way forward. Again, your knees can be slightly bent. So important that you bring your full torso on the ground, on top of your legs. Only when your torso will be touching the legs. With your torso, you will start pushing your legs into straight position toward the ground. Do that in here. Inhale. Up. Bend your left knee. And open your left knee out. So let's work from here. So knee toward your chest. Open it out. Toward your chest. Open it out. Inhale. Janu Shasana. So again, your right knee can be slightly bent. And you're going as low as you can. So without using your arms. So you're going from inside. You're going from the torso, from the core muscle. Inhale up. Bring your right elbow inside the right knee. Lift your left arm. You get to lift and open the whole left side of the body. So ground to the left sitting bone, left knee, but open, whole left ribcage. You can at home, you can wrap the neck and hold it. Just a few breaths, so you give more space in the body. Slowly come up. This time bring your right foot outside of the left knee. So the left heel will move slightly out. Raise the right arm, left arm, and place the left elbow against the right knee. So we're going into the twisted pose. So deep twist. Pressing that elbow against the knee will allow you to go a little bit deeper into the twist. Open for the heart and check out what is happening behind the shoulder. Now from here, I'm going to take that leg, move this leg so you can see. So this leg is still half towards bend. You're going to grab that leg, maybe open it as much as you can. Your knee can slightly be bent, hold the shoulders back and left for the heart, open for the heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. From here, work on knee, bringing the leg a little bit closer. And again, working with the foot now. With point, with flex. With point, with flex. Every time you do that, you're waking up sleeping muscles. So with foot pointer to bring it closer. And now with foot flex, pressing to the heel, to bring it a little bit closer. So either you're staying here, or if you want to experiment and go a little bit deeper, dive in, and you bring that knee on top of your right shoulder. With the left hand, you grab your right foot, left hand on the ground, and you press and switch into the compass pose. The right shoulder has a tendency to come forward, so really press it against and open as much as you can. There you go. Small human breaths, really feel open. And stretch your flex. Then open. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Wrap the feet, wrap the toes, and go all the way into the border. We go halfway. This time bend your right knee, open at the side, and close. Open at the side, so you're teaching yourself to work from the hip. Now you're here, once you're here, you can turn your torso, heart toward the knee, and slowly, with the both sitting bones fully round, even if you come here, and you will feel a lot happening in that region. That's more than enough for today. The body requires some time to open and to move forward. If you're okay, but I need to really go as deep as I can. So without using my arms, I go deeper and I can stay in here. Stay with the breath. Move that halfway. Now left elbow inside the left knee. Right, so bringing the right sitting bone to the ground. Open for the right chest, right shoulder, long spine. Open, really put on. Putting in space, maybe supporting your head. And then open a little bit more. You can slowly continue to hold. This time, bend the left knee and place it outside of your right knee. Lift your right arm up, place it against or with the elbow, press it against your left knee and turn it into the twist. Taking right foot here, and put more opening in this place, in the chest, really put the twist into so you can see what's happening. And the most important is breathe. Inhale, come to the center. From here, you're going to grab your left foot. Maybe coming here, staying here, but you're able to feel lot, opening the back of the leg. Rolling the shoulders back, working from the here. So, the point, the flex. The point, right. It will be as close as you can. With one, with one, and one. So I will stay here, point my knee. Dive in means bringing the shoulder behind the knee. With the right hand wrap your left outer edge of the foot. Press the left thumb to the ground. Press the knee, the shoulder against the knee, and into the compass pose. And slowly release. So from here, we will lay down and relax. Shake your hips around to it. So last two exercises for today. So knee over your chest. So since we did the right leg, let's do the left side. No, actually do the left side, right. So right knee toward your chest. You can grab under your right knee. So keep the knee as close as possible toward your torso. Inhale, stretch your heel up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Maybe hold it here. See if you can grab the ankle. Maybe hold it in here. If you like it, go straight. You can stay here. You can stay with it. Now with your right, your fingers grab your right big toe. Left hand comes on top of your left front thigh. You press that left front thigh to the ground and you open the right leg as wide as you can. Even if you're not touching the floor, it's totally fine. The most important is to really try to press with the heel, with the right heel, and at the same time you try to ground with the left thigh down. Inhale, come to the center. This time we're going to change the legs. So we're going to, with the left hand, grab the outer edge of the right foot and come to the hands. Into the shape. Yeah. Into the other side. So you can gently into the twist. Keeping shoulders on the ground, maybe keeping your right knee slightly bent. And work on opening and twisting to the chest. If you want to make something interesting, work on pressing the foot against the palm and palm against the foot. You feel interesting areas in your body. Beautiful. Inhale, come to the center. Again, grab it. Right big toe, left on the ground. Now, see how far you can come forward. You bring the forehead forward. And so when you're here, just shake a little bit. And from here, we're going to try and do the same on the other side. So bring the left into the chest. Walk under your left knee, foot flex. Inhale, press for the heel, exhale, relax. Inhale, press for the left heel, exhale. Flex. Press for the flex. Exhale, and last one. So hold it here, maybe grab the ankle, maybe grabbing the ball foot, or using this strap or belt or scarf, anything, really be careful as well. Now you're going to breathe into raise your fingers, and you're going to place the hand on the thigh, and open your leg as wide as you can to one side. So as far as you press to the heel, the left heel, you're trying to counter the right back. Inhale slowly come to the center. Change the hands so that from the outer edge and move to the opposite side. Into this position. So your left knee still can be down, but the right leg keep it active. Because if you're standing and you do it really, really strong. You can grab your left throat, right hand on the front thigh, on the front right thigh, and go as much as you can. Stay with the breath. So this time you're ready for Shavasana. So do whatever adjustments that needs to be done. Relax your body. Relax everything. Take a deep breath. Moving your body around your fingers to your toes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Bring your awareness to the body. Stretch is closing up the knee. Now you exhale your head up. Release the chest right to one side. And slowly come to comfort. This is where you can continue with the meditation. Put something to keep yourself burning. Just take a few cleansing breaths so your mind settles down. And we're going to do 5 minutes meditation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Your mind will wander between past and future. Keeping your attention with the breath will allow you to stay present. Keeping your attention with the senses will allow you to be mindful and aware of the present moment. Even if your mind hits on this and goes, just be observant. Bring your mind back to the breath and stay present. You're not doing anything with that, just the thought. Keep your spine straight, shoulders relaxing back, the face relaxed. Stay and observe. If you do, you walk down and your heart to the position, reminding yourself intentionally so that you truly practice today. Smile to the breath, smile to the spirit, smile to the world. Allow the doors of the heart to open to the universe, sending a message to you of open to the new beginnings and transformations. Let's try 3 arms all together to see our practice together. Through the exhale, inhale. Also, how to ignore breathing. Open your heart to the sky. Breathing in the second lesson of open. And some down to the way. Namaste. Thank you so much for being together with me, for practicing and spending the time. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to contact me, to contact with me, and ask any questions or make any suggestions. We would all highly appreciate it. Thank you.